conversation.
A pygmy?
As I suspected,
At the end, I guess.
albeit brought him back from Brazil. You were both slaves there and you escaped together, am I correct?
You are. We are companions through life to death. He's more like a brother to me.
So he's the murderer, but he was merely obeying his master.
Yes, I'm the one who planned the murder. I'm the one responsible.
Well,
You wanted them to pay for what they did
so
to
it's
you.
more like
True.
a brother.
Now I don't care what happens to me. I'll be dead soon. But Gulliver, you have to let him go.
I wasn't planning to arrest you, only that we might know the truth. Although I regret that Gulliver must leave England and return to his own country.
Shame. But thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Yeah, let him go. Only 22% of people made this choice. Wow. Well then. So, a save files for this case will be removed. Press no. I'm done. I'm ready. I can open that. Infamy. You can always change the current difficulty level in the gameplay options menu. I'm not sure exactly what the difficulty level does though. Does that change the difficulty of the puzzles perhaps? Give me less time, or less or more time rather in my case, to thingy-my-bob. Make the character portraits. So I only get 5 seconds at the moment. Maybe if I ever turn the difficulty down, it'll give me more time and less options. Perhaps.
Father, Mr. Orson Wilde is here, and I'm going to stay with Miss Alice.
Mr. Awesome Wilde.
What?
Did you forget? Orson Wilde, you know, the star of American theatre. And he's visiting and staying with us. You did forget?
No, not that. I meant you wanting to stay with Miss Alice.
Yes, that's right. Miss Alice suggested it. She told me you couldn't possibly refuse.
What is her game?
Why don't you stay with Mrs. Hudson?
Oh, but Miss Caitlin has more in common with Miss Alice, and they get along so well.
Guess
Stop
what,
interfering.
Mrs. Hudson? Mr. Wilde is here to study my father's character for his next play. And he won't be disappointed, will he? Father is so pig-headed.
I can't believe it. The great Sherlock Holmes standing in front of me.
Wow.
I'm sure that our two brains will.
Brains.
Look at the bleeding state of him. Dude. Well, he's a Yank. Yep. Oh, he's a smoker. Huh. Orson Wilde. He certainly likes to attract attention. Pocket watch. Self-affected. Yeah. He has that look about him, doesn't he? What else? I'm missing something. Oh, hello. His cravat. Scarf. Follows fashion trends. Yep. Character portrait complete. Orson Wilde. In relation to Oscar? Not yet 30 years of age? Really, he looks older. Is a star of American theatre who comes to London to study the role of Sherlock Holmes. It is probable that he began his study previously. He smokes the same brand of tobacco as Holmes. Orson is narcissistic and follows fashion. He admires his own reflection. The brooch pinned to his breast displays his American pride.
Mr. Wilde, your room.
Charming. This is such a fascinating city.
We need to talk.
I'd rather not. You're going to be angry again. Goodbye, Mr. Wilde.
Hey, his scarf was going straight through his arm.
Is it 5 o'clock already?
The state of it.
I think I might go and ask Mrs. Hudson for some tea.
Funny you should mention that. I have a pot on the boil right now. Well, if I'm going to be at home, I'm going to relax. No, that's right. My morning gown and my makeup table. Because I am playing this whole game with facial hair. I kind of like that one actually. I think I'll stick with this one for till the end now. Apart from sections when I need to be like grr, grufty grr. Right. Anything in my archives about him? No. Let's get the other letter. Mr. Holmes, if you are reading this, then I am already dead. I would like to thank you for all that you did. It means a lot to me. It was my deep scar, my greatest redemption that I felt I had to perform before leaving this world. Thank you, sincerely, Albeit. Let's go have a look at his stuff. Let's be nosy, basically. Oh, Wilde.
Wilde truly has a perfect disguise kit. Does really need all this?
Maybe. You never know. Hello.
I use the same brushes for makeup.
Well, he certainly has done his research, hasn't he? Face and body.
This must be grease paint.
Yep. And this is for applying powder.
Face powder of an excellent quality.
Richard III.
I forgot my hat. Father?
I'm just checking,
You've got something on your face. Is it makeup?
it might be. Practicing my disguises, you know me.
She knows. She knows.
No, don't touch that!
Well, you pillock. What on earth did you expect?
Mrs. Hudson, with our tea.
It's,
Not quite. We have a visitor. However, the lady is not so much angry as perplexed.
Mr. Bouvier?
Good day to you, gentlemen. My name is Mary Sutherland.
No.
I have come to you, Mr. Holmes, because I would give everything I have to know what has become of Mr.
She's
Hosmer
had her
Angel.
nose broke.
Why the haste, Miss Sutherland?
Recently.
Mr. Hosmer Angel has disappeared, and my father, Mr. Winterbank, will do nothing. It makes me so angry.
I recognise that voice. She's had glasses knocked from her face. Not just often wears them. She is wealthy. Almost certainly. She's also married. The fact that she wears it on that hand, that finger. Oh. Different boots. Didn't notice boots. Come on. Ah. She did say she was in a rush. Right, I'm gonna go with family heirloom. Imprecise. Oh well. Mary Sutherland is a good-tempered young lady of 25 years of age. She has poor eyesight. She has failed to notice that she is wearing mismatched boots. Mary is a wealthy young lady. Her ring is a family heirloom. No, because she's engaged then. Tell me about your pops.
Mr. Windybank is your stepfather, surely, since the name is different.
Well, indeed, I call him father, although he is barely older than myself.
Oh.
And your mother is alive?
Oh, yes. Although I wasn't best pleased when she married again, and so soon after father's death.
Especially someone so
and
young.
to a man so much younger than herself.
Hosmer Angel?
What is your connection with Mr. Hosmer Angel?
I met him at the gasfitter's ball. Mr. Winterbank did not wish for me and mother to attend.
He's already watching what I'm
He
doing.
never did wish us to go anywhere, but this time I was quite set on it. Fortunately, he left for France upon some business, and so didn't have any say in it. And I met Mr. Angel that night. We met again after that and would take walks together. But then father returned,
But
and we could no longer meet.
where do I recognise that name from? Tell me about your monies.
Do you have your own income?
I do, from an inheritance. It was left to me by my Uncle Ned in Auckland.
Then you have all that you could wish for, naturally.
Well, I live at home and don't wish to be a burden to my family, so they have the use of the money.
Why do I know that name with that voice?
Why was your stepfather against your going anywhere?
Well, he didn't like anything of that sort. He used to say that a woman should be happy in her own family circle.
Anything of which sort?
Did Mr. Hosmer Angel make no attempt to see you?
Well, Father was going off again in a week, and Hosmer wrote and said that it would be better for us not to see each other until Father had gone. After that, he stopped writing.
God damn it, why do I know that voice?
Were you engaged?
Oh yes, Mr. Holmes. Right after the first walk that we took.
Fair enough.
Where does Mr. Angel live?
I don't know exactly. I address all of his letters to the Leadenhall Street Post Office.
One of the Telltale games, maybe? Oh, he's driving me up the wall!
Is there anything else that you can tell me about Mr. Angel?
He's a very shy man. He would rather walk with me in the evening, so as to be discreet. I put a missing persons notice in last Saturday's Chronicle. Here's a copy, and a letter from him.
A love letter. Yes, I see. As I anticipated, this validates my deductions perfectly.
And your deductions are?
Deductions,
Mr. Wilde. Holmes.
Look at his trousers.
A love letter? Aren't you dying to read it, Holmes?
Mr. Holmes, what do you think about the letter on the table? Do you think it might help?
Where do I know that voice from? Damn it. Public notice. A disappearance. A gentleman by the name of Mr. Hosmer Angel has mysteriously vanished. Mr. Angel is of around 5 feet 7 inches in height, of strong build, with a sour complexion. He is black-haired, with bushy side whiskers and a moustache. He is likely to be wearing tinted spectacles. On last sighting, Mr. Angel was dressed in a black silk frock coat with a black waistcoat and grey Harris tweed trousers. He is known to have been employed in an office in Leadenhall Street. If you are in possession of any information, please come forward. There will be a reward for any help given in finding this gentleman. My dear love, please don't worry your sweet head. Do you believe that I would say anything to your family who understand nothing of love? We had a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? Such a short time, but it was enough for me to know that you are my life. I want to spend every minute from now on with you. I wish that it were possible. I love you very much, and I am waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more upon his travels so we can meet again. Hosmer
This is strange. The love letter is typewritten.
Angel.
Good quality paper, quite smooth.
Why is he...
Fairly common ink, nothing special.
Why has he signed it in his own name?
We had a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? I'm waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more. Miss Sutherland only met with Hosmer Angel while the stepfather was absent.
Yeah. Why would he sign it Hosmer Angel?
Hosmer Angel decided not to leave his signature. Let's study this letter more closely.
It's typed. Almost certainly.
There are some letters with typographical defects. Miss Sutherland, do you have any other letters from Mr. Angel?
Unfortunately not. But I've brought my father's letter from Paris. Here it is.
Right. Dear Mary, I'm taking the opportunity of sending you these few lines in the hope they find you and your mother in good health. France is a nice country to look at, but it is the same as anywhere. There are rogues here who deceive and mistreat their women. Men nowadays are so dishonourable. They won't think twice to break your heart. I hope that you will be an obedient girl and look after your mother, and that you will take my advice. Stay at home. I'll be back before long.
The stepfather's letter is also typewritten. Quite common paper with a light yellow tint. Fairly common ink, nothing special. I hope that you'll be a good girl. Take my advice
to stay
at
at home. Anything else?
Miss Sutherland's stepfather's signature. The stepfather is trying to keep the daughter at home. Let's study this letter more closely.
Yes.
There are some letters with typographical defects.
Same.
Both letters have typographical defects.
Same
They merit
defects as
early
well.
attention.
They're the same. Okay. And together, is there a K in there? This one's more upon his travels, so he can meet again. There, okay, yes.
This letter has a defect?
As does this.
It's the same letter with the same defect in both instances. One more letter with a defect.
And the M.
Another letter
And
matches
the
the same
M.
defects.
Any others? The ampersand.
One more letter with a defect. Another letter match with the same defects.
Yes,
So,
indeed.
based on the specific defects, we could say that these letters were composed on the same typewriter.
Yes. Curious.
What else can I tell you?
I think this case is fairly obvious, don't you, Mr. Holmes?
Okay then. Tell me what you make of it. Can I go and have a nosy around in his bedroom? Yes, I can. Can I look through his clothes? No, I can't. So, let's go to... wrong button. Let's go to the deduction space. Different boots. Stepfather's letter. Work travels. No. Holmes Angel's letter. They're the same. They have letters have the same typewriter defect and were written by one person on a single typewriter. No, there's no way that's a coincidence. Far too consistent to be chance. Mary has poor eyesight, probably myopia. Keep at home, work travels. Mary had the opportunity to socialise without her stepfather's knowledge. Mary's income. Family have an interest in Mary remaining single, so they have access. Mary and her stepfather trusted one another. Mary was told to remain at home as her stepfather believed it would be better for her. Given the age, I'm going to go with Prophet. Maybe not the family, but the father. Angel is secretive about his life. Mary doesn't even know where he lives. Mary's stepfather was unaware of her relationship. Hosmer Angel was a reticent and shy man who did not want to call. No. Somebody is playing her here. Mary's stepfather lied. He did take his business trip as he had found out that Mary was disobeying him. I think he's lying. Mr. Windybank? Is Mr. Angel? Adopted a disguise and played the role of Mr. Hosmer Angel to keep his stepdaughter and her money close to home. Maybe different typewriters. To the business trip. Letters have the same typewriter. Right. Strange behaviour. Unaware of her relationship. Hosmer Angel left Mary.